And we're back. Hall here with another Hall of Code lesson. Let's dive right in. We're going to be looking at CSS Overflow. The Overflow property controls what happens to content that is too big to fit into an area. It has 4 values. Visible, the default value, which means the overflow is not clipped. The content renders outside the elements box within a div. Then there's hidden. The overflow is clipped and the rest of the content will be invisible. Then you have scroll, which means the overflow is clipped and a scroll bar is added to see the rest of the content. And auto, similar to scroll but adds scroll bars only when necessary. And you can see the 4 right here on the right hand side. So we're going to go ahead now and add some HTML. We'll first add a div called box, and then we'll add the word visible. And inside of that box, we're going to add a paragraph with 35 words of dummy text. And then we're going to just copy and paste and change the name of each div. So that's going to be, this next one will be hidden. The next one will be scroll. And then this last one will be auto. Okay, so it just looks like a whole lot of dummy text all jumbled together. But let's add some style to it. And so far I added the universal selector, and that's margin 0, padding 0, border box for box sizing. And for the body, we have foot family. As you can see, the H2 is all the way up to the top. We're going to add a text align center, and we're going to add some padding to the body. Okay, which brings everything down. Now let's style the box, each box. Okay, we're going to say width 300, height 100. We're going to say padding 10 pixels. Border, we're going to go 2 pixels solid black. And then we're going to add some margin. Now, we haven't covered margin auto yet, but what auto does is center your div. So in this case, margin auto moves our div to the center. If I took the auto out, you'll see it's still over to the left. So I'm going to go back and add auto, and now it's to the center. Okay. And we'll go background color black, and that means we'll have color white. And so we have width, height, padding, border, color. So we'll go overflow, and we'll go visible, and we'll give this background color blue, and there you go. And let's make this text color something, let's make the background color more distinctive in the body. We'll go wheat for background color. All right, so now you can see the text a little bit better. Okay, so we have visible for our first one. The next one is going to be overflow hidden, and we'll use the same background color. Okay. And see, now you can see I'm going to add some more padding to the box. We'll go 40 margins of padding. We'll change the box background color. We'll change the background color to white, and we'll change the text to black to make it a little easier to see. All right. And so I'm going to add a little bit more padding, or a little bit more margin. There we go. All right, so we have this first box, which is the visible box. And as you can see, the text is overflowing outside of the div box. The next one is hidden. As you can see, after the text gets here, everything else is hidden, okay? So it's cut off. All right, so our third one is going to be scroll. Okay, so we'll go overflow scroll, and we'll go with this same background color here. And as you can see here, we can scroll to see the content. And then finally, last one here is going to be overflow auto. And we'll give that same background color. And this is also a scroll. But here's the deal with auto. If I took some of that text out of auto, then the scroll will be removed. So I don't need scroll now because the text fits inside of the div box. So there you have your 4 properties for overflow. Let's change this title to overflow. All right, and there you have it.